hello, it's me, the Gothic Republican here, Lavere. Instead of me just ranting about politics and bashing on, progressive alt-left jerk-offs, instead of just doing that, I decided to do a YouTube video doing a review of Eat the Elephant, Perfect Circle. I like James Nader, James Keating Nader, and I liked him when he was in Percifer. I like Tool. I like Perfect Circle. One of my favorite CDs of all time has to be 13 Step by A Perfect Circle. It's one of my favorites. Same thing with Lattice and 10,000 Days with Tool. One of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Tool had a very melodic but also dark and heavy sound. Perfect Circle, kind of the same thing, but more or less more melodic and more symphonic compared to this dark. And I got myself a Perfect Circle t-shirt, and I'll do a review of it. And I listened to the whole CD, and I enjoyed it. Actually, it's pretty good. Comparison to their older stuff is way more better. See here, their artwork inside. I was expecting a whole lot more with their cover art and artwork, a whole lot more, but unfortunately, it's not like the 10,000 Days cover, because the 10,000 Days cover was like far more badass and was a lot more art into it, a lot of kind of like blood and gore and arts and kind of like acid trippy kind of look to it, with same thing with Lattice, and a lot of their CDs from Tool is a lot of, it's worth buying the CD because it comes with a lot of stuff in it. A lot of like, kind of weird trippy art. And so we can go straight onto the video and go through all the reviews. And I hope you really like this video. Like and subscribe and comment. I definitely like Perfect Circle and Tool, but mostly the music I listen to is usually Sisters of Mercy. I usually listen to Marilyn Manson, usually listen to Slayer, Slipknot, The Misfits, Bauhaus, Christian Death, Joy Division, and basically a lot of like dark wave, old school goth rock, industrial. That's more my style. Like Alien Sex Fiends, Killing Joke, stuff like that. The Cure is one of my favorite. Robert Smith is one of my favorite musicians, one of my favorite singers. To me, I think a lot of what Tool and Perfect Circle does, a lot of their inspiration was from like old school goth rock bands like Sisters of Mercy, and then also Siouxsie and the Banshees as well. I mean, you can tell some of their sounds came from a lot of the dark melodic kind of melancholy tone from the goth rock era. It appeals to me. I love it. It's one of the most one of those iconic sounds that Tool does and perfected. And same thing with Perfect Circle and Percifer. That the first song on the album sound pretty kind of like a jazzy, kind of weird tone to it, which is, I think it's a bit surprising from Perfect Circle to start off an album like this. Don't get me wrong, I like the song. It's just in the song, it has a pretty good tone to it, a very good beginning onto the sound. The song had a metaphor about we're falling into our animalistic desires, which I think was quite interesting into lyrically. Animalistic desires to keep us obedient, which is, at the same time kind of an underlying message to it, how we're like controlled by technology and silicone, which is one of the lyrics was silicone possession. How we're so connected to Snapchat and social media that we're living a false reality.
Put the silicone obsession down. The melodic sound that with this the album was pretty good. But the problem is there's a few songs that kind of oddly sound very familiar, especially with this one. I don't know if they're cheating a little bit, but some of the songs sound very familiar compared to other songs. I don't know if they're using the same kind of beat or same kind of order they're doing, but there's a few flaws in this album. Next song is Doom, and it was, the first part of the song that I'm the new Christ, and the new word is death. It came with no life. Doom on the poor, doomed on the wise, doomed on, and a lot of it metaphorically, and a lot of the lyrics are very interesting. I like the beat, and I like the guitar riffs, and in the song, which is actually pretty talented, and I think this is unique from their other music. I think they really changed up their style, but in this, they really changed their fan base. But also, I will say a lot of their they have come across with new ideas. The piano with the few of the songs was pretty unique and different, and I thought it was actually pretty cool that how they worked together with the guitar riffs and the piano as well. This next song coming up is Hourglass. It was talking about describing smashing hourglasses, and also in the lyrics it mentioned about Japanese Tokyo kitties eating birds and flowers. Song I really liked. It had a bit of industrial sound to it, and it sounded like a very good entrance way music for a pro wrestler. The beginning part was actually really. This is the favorite song of the whole album, Hourglass, and it's pretty good. Check it out.
Do you recognize the sounds as the grains count down, trickle down right in front of you?
Hey, thank you very much for liking and watching my video, and hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I can do more of these reviews of CDs and music I like. And check me out. Check me out on Facebook, The Gothic Republican. And to be honest with you, this is one of my favorite songs. It has to be Hourglass, Breaking the Hourglass. Awesome, loved it, and I hope the new Tool CD they're come out with, hopefully it's gonna be really good as well. I cross my fingers, hope. But talk to you guys later. God bless America, and peace out.